hard to resist. So, all right. Constitution of Country F requires that whenever the government sells a state-owned entity, it must sell that entity for the highest price it can command on the open market. So, highest price, and what has to be true? The citizens have to have a majority stake in the new company or whatever. All right, those are the two requirements. Now, what are we looking for?
Something that makes them violate it.
Yeah, something that violates one, at least one or both of those two rules. Answer choice A. Why is this wrong?
It doesn't.
It doesn't violate them. They get it for the highest bid, and the non-citizens own a minority share. Who cares?
Yeah.
That's fine. You could still have a majority share for the citizens. So A follows both rules, not a problem. B, why is this wrong? Well, hold on. There's something that's left out of B. Doesn't talk about the price at all, so we have no idea whether it's following it or violating it. That's out. C. Was anyone tempted by this one?
Yeah, me.
I don't think you're alone. Anyone else? Yeah.
But now.
Any guess why it's wrong?
Well, yeah, after talking about it, I realized that, well, at first I was like, oh, if it can't determine, then you can't insure. But then at the same time, just because you can't determine doesn't mean that it's going to violate.
Oh,
it
hold
could
on.
go either way.
That does mean you're going to violate it. If you can't determine it,
Then you can't insure.
then you can't
That's
insure
why,
it.
Yeah,
That's why it's right, right? You feel like that's why it's right.
Yeah, but
Okay.
then I'm realizing that's not right.
There's a good attempt. There's a good attempt to get rid of this answer. But no, if you can't determine the majority ownership, then you can't insure it. So that's not why this is wrong. Tess, you have an idea? Is that why you said, well, maybe that's why?
No, I still really think it's right.
You're like, oh, it's the test writers are wrong. That's cool.
But
Kennedy.
It's one of the highest. Like it's not the highest.
Well, if it's one of the highest,
It's still up there.
But like we don't know if it's
Definitively.
I don't know.
It's you.
so wait, so then are you saying that it violates it or
Yeah, I'm
doesn't?
saying it would violate it. Well.
Okay, wait, hold on.
No, like they could have gone with.
Wait. They only have to violate one of these rules, right?
Yeah.
And we just said that they just violated this whole majority share bit. They are violating this. So why isn't this answer right? Yeah?
is it because they don't explicitly say that the government is trying to sell the company?
That's right. We don't know if the government is trying to sell it to World Oil.
It doesn't
You're right. Yeah. Like one of the.
It's like one of the, yeah, I understand.
You got this? Yeah, it's Dennis, that's messed up. That's the LSAT.
This is the problem.
This is their obsession. The government will sell Petronat, but we don't know if they're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's so annoying.
I definitely kept this open. I thought, oh yeah, this is it. This is clearly violated, thus this is right.
Wow.
But then you have to deal with E. Anyways, let's get to D. What's wrong with D?
Well, it starts to talk about the second highest bid, and we don't care about the second.
We don't care about the second highest bid, and the first thing that's mentioned, we don't. The highest bid had a majority ownership, so if that's what they end up selling it to, we're fine, right? So it follows both rules. Just to clarify with answer choice C, right? It did violate this. That company did violate this requirement. Thus, this answer would be correct. Unfortunately, we don't know whether the state is selling to them. Okay. Answer choice E. The government will sell state rail. Okay, great. The government must place significant restrictions on who can purchase state rail to ensure that they have a majority ownership. In other words, if we want to follow this rule, right? If we want to follow this rule, then we have to reduce the price that we could have commanded on the open market. Therefore, it is no longer the highest price that it can command on the open market. In other words, in an effort to follow this rule, you must violate that rule. the silence. I don't know how to interpret that. Questions? Yes.
What type of question is this?
Yeah, I kind of struggle with that as well. I think it's like a must be false kind of thing. Like which one cannot be true? Morgan?
Arshon asked the same thing, and I was like, I think it's a must be true but false.
Yeah. It's like one of those must be true but false ones. Yeah, I think it falls into the category must be true. We're just looking for the opposite. Yeah. Okay, any other questions on this one?